Stop eating 10 worst fruits. They are destroying your leg strength. As the years go by, we become more mindful of our health, especially our legs. They've carried us through years of work, family, and memories, but sometimes they don't feel the same. Maybe they're not as strong as they used to be, or those short walks leave you feeling more worn out than usual. But what if I told you that some fruits, yes, even the ones you enjoy regularly, could be quietly working against you? It's not just about what we're adding to our diets, but rather about what might already be there, unknowingly causing harm. The truth is, certain fruits, even those marketed as healthy, can slowly drain your strength, trigger inflammation, and make movement harder than it needs to be. Over time, this can lead to stiffness, swelling, and discomfort in your legs, especially when it comes to walking or standing for long periods. In this video, we'll uncover 10 fruits that can sneakily steal your leg strength and vitality. And I'll explain why it's time to rethink your choices. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through smarter, healthier alternatives that will keep your legs strong and your energy high. So let's dive in and take charge of your health together. 1. Pineapple, the hidden inflammation trigger. Pineapple is a tropical fruit many of us enjoy for its sweetness and refreshing taste, often seen as a go-to for its health benefits, including its anti-inflammatory properties. However, for seniors, the very qualities that make pineapple appealing can also make it a hidden culprit when it comes to joint pain and leg discomfort. The reason pineapple contains high amounts of natural sugars and acids, both of which can cause rapid blood sugar spikes. For younger individuals, this might not be as noticeable, but for older adults, especially those with slower metabolism or insulin resistance, these spikes can trigger a series of issues. Over time, the rapid rise in blood glucose can weaken circulation and reduce the flow of oxygen to the legs, making movement feel heavier and more strained. If you've noticed that your legs feel tired, achy or swollen after walking or standing for longer periods, pineapple could be contributing to that feeling of sluggishness and discomfort. But that's not all. Pineapple contains an enzyme called bromelain, known for its ability to reduce inflammation in some cases. While that sounds promising, bromelain can interfere with blood-thinning medications, potentially altering their effectiveness. For those on blood thinners, this could lead to unpredictable health effects, complicating your overall well-being. So while pineapple isn't inherently bad, it's worth considering how often it appears in your diet. If you're struggling with joint stiffness, leg swelling, or a lack of mobility, this sweet fruit could be exacerbating the issue. I encourage you to keep track of how you feel after eating pineapple, and consider reducing your intake if you notice any discomfort. The good news? You can still enjoy delicious fruits that won't have the same negative effects on your joints or circulation. Let's start making those smarter choices today so you can enjoy your walks and your life with fewer aches and more freedom. 2. Grapes, the tiny culprit behind big inflammation. Grapes are often hailed as a heart-healthy snack full of antioxidants that can boost overall health. They're small, easy to snack on, and seem harmless. However, for seniors, those sweet little grapes might be doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to your joints. While they contain beneficial compounds, grapes are also packed with fructose, a natural sugar that your body processes differently as you age. This is where the trouble begins. When you consume fructose, your liver works to break it down. But as we get older, the liver becomes less efficient at processing excess fructose. The unprocessed sugar is converted into fat and uric acid. Uric acid, over time, builds up in the joints, especially in sensitive areas like the knees, ankles, and feet, leading to painful inflammation. If you've ever experienced tightness in your legs or sharp pain, especially after eating grapes, you might be feeling the effects of this hidden culprit. This inflammation can cause stiffness, swelling, and difficulty moving freely, issues that many seniors already struggle with. Take Gina, for example. Gina, a 67-year-old retiree, loved snacking on grapes throughout the day, thinking they were a healthy choice. However, she started noticing her knees and ankles aching more, especially after her afternoon grape snack. At first, she dismissed it. But as the discomfort worsened, she realized the problem might lie with the grapes she was eating. After cutting back on grapes and opting for lower sugar fruits like blueberries, Gina noticed a significant improvement. Her joints felt less stiff and walking became easier again. Grapes might seem like a healthy option, but consuming too many can trigger these painful flare-ups, making everyday movement more difficult and uncomfortable. For some, the tiny grapes that once seemed like a healthy snack are now contributing to sluggishness and joint pain. So what can you do? Moderation is key. Try limiting your grape intake and switch to options that are gentler on your joints, like blueberries or raspberries, which are lower in fructose and still packed with antioxidants. These alternatives will support your health without compromising your mobility. If you've been feeling more stiffness in your legs or noticed discomfort after snacking on grapes, consider making this simple change. It's small adjustments like this that can help restore your comfort and keep you moving freely. 3. Bananas. The sugar bomb for your muscles. Bananas are often praised as the perfect fruit for muscle health, and for good reason. They're packed with potassium, a vital mineral that helps regulate fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contractions. However, for older adults, bananas might not be as friendly to your body as they seem. While potassium is essential, the high sugar content and fast-digesting carbohydrates in bananas can lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar, a process known as glucose surges. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at managing blood sugar levels, which can increase the risk of developing insulin resistance. What does this mean for your legs? Over time, those sugar spikes can trigger inflammation and lead to poor circulation, which makes your muscles feel heavy and fatigued. You might start noticing that your legs feel more sluggish, your joints stiffer, or you experience swelling after walking or standing for long periods. Climbing stairs or walking around the block may start to feel more difficult than it used to. This gradual decline can be discouraging, especially when you're trying to stay active and independent. But don't worry, there's a way to enjoy bananas without the negative impact. You can still indulge in a banana occasionally, but try pairing it with a protein or fiber-rich food, like a handful of nuts or a slice of whole grain toast. These foods help slow down the absorption of sugar, preventing those rapid blood sugar spikes and the inevitable crash that follows. By making this small change, you'll be able to keep your legs feeling lighter and more energized throughout the day. So the next time you reach for that banana, think about how you can balance it with a smarter choice to protect your muscle strength and keep your legs moving freely. It's not about avoiding what you love, it's about making it work for you. Let's keep those legs strong and your health on track. 4. Oranges. The acidic attack on your joints. Oranges are often considered a go-to fruit for seniors, beloved for their refreshing sweetness and vitamin C content. It's easy to think of them as a healthy start to your day, whether enjoyed fresh or in a glass of juice. But as we age, our bodies respond differently to what we consume. And the citric acid in oranges may not be as gentle as we once thought, especially for those with arthritis or joint pain. The citric acid in oranges, though natural, can be harsh on the joints, particularly in areas like the knees, hips and ankles. For seniors, whose joints may already be inflamed or experiencing wear and tear, this acid can exacerbate existing pain, stiffness and discomfort. It works by irritating sensitive tissues around the joints, leading to further inflammation. The problem isn't just the acidity, it's the combined effect of the acid and natural sugars in oranges, which can cause blood sugar fluctuations that also contribute to swelling in the joints. Take the experience of Jacob, a 70-year-old grandfather who loved starting his mornings with a glass of fresh orange juice. Over the years, he started noticing increased stiffness in his knees after his morning walks. At first, it was mild, but over time the pain became more pronounced. Especially after physical activity, his doctor mentioned that the citric acid in the oranges could be aggravating his joint pain, especially since his knees were already affected by osteoarthritis. After making the connection, Jacob decided to try switching out his morning juice for a glass of water with a squeeze of lemon instead. Within a few weeks, he noticed a significant reduction in his joint discomfort. If you're experiencing similar symptoms, aching joints, swelling, or that all too familiar stiffness, orange juice might be playing a role. But don't worry, you don't have to give up on vitamin C altogether. Citrus fruits like lemons or limes can provide the same immune-boosting benefits without the acidic backlash. They're gentler on the stomach and joints, allowing you to still nourish your body while reducing unnecessary inflammation. As you reflect on your own diet, take a moment to think about how often you're consuming oranges. If your joints are feeling tighter, try swapping out your morning juice for a lemon in your water or a zesty lime in your salad dressing. Small changes like these can help you stay active and pain-free, keeping you moving with ease and comfort. The power to improve your joint health is in your hands. Sometimes all it takes is a little adjustment to your routine. 5. Watermelon, the sugar trap in disguise. Watermelon is often hailed as the ultimate summertime snack with its juicy, refreshing taste and high water content. It feels like a healthy choice, doesn't it? After all, it's light hydrating and the perfect way to beat the heat. But here's the thing. Despite its fresh appeal, watermelon can be a hidden trap for seniors when it comes to leg health. Watermelon has a surprisingly high glycemic index, which means it causes your blood sugar levels to spike rapidly after eating. Now, this might not seem like a big deal at first glance, but for older adults, this spike can lead to a cascade of negative effects. When blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin to bring it back down. But as we age, our bodies become less efficient at managing insulin. And these fluctuations can cause a range of uncomfortable issues. For one, it can result in fatigue, especially in the legs, which may feel sluggish or tired after eating watermelon. It doesn't stop there. When blood sugar spikes, it often triggers inflammation, and over time that inflammation can affect your joints, causing swelling, stiffness, and even pain, particularly in your knees, ankles, and feet. For someone like Jack, a 71-year-old retired teacher, this sugar surge became a daily struggle. After enjoying a few slices of watermelon, he started noticing that his legs felt heavier, and he struggled to keep up with his usual morning walks. What he didn't realize was that the watermelon, while hydrating, was actually exacerbating his circulation issues and joint discomfort. So, if you find that your legs feel tired or swollen after eating watermelon, it might be time to rethink that refreshing treat. Instead, try swapping it for options like cucumbers or strawberries, both hydrating but with a much lower glycemic impact. They'll give you the refreshment you crave without putting unnecessary strain on your legs or circulation. Your legs deserve the best care possible, and the choices you make in what you eat can make all the difference. Let's start making smarter choices today, because small changes can lead to big improvements in how you feel. 6. Green apples, the sour surprise for your legs. Green apples, often seen as the healthier option, due to their lower sugar content and refreshing tartness, can have a hidden downside, especially for seniors. While they may seem like the perfect low-calorie snack, these apples contain malic acid, a compound that can have unintended consequences for your body. As we age, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and malic acid can irritate the stomach lining, leading to discomfort, bloating, or even indigestion. But that's not all. This acid also affects your joints, particularly in areas like the hips, knees, and lower back, causing tightness, stiffness, and pain. Additionally, green apples, while low in sugar, still contain natural sugars that can trigger fluctuations in blood sugar levels. These swings can lead to fatigue in the calves or morning stiffness that makes getting out of bed feel like a chore. It's a subtle effect, creeping in slowly, but over time it adds up, leaving your legs feeling weaker and less responsive. If you've been experiencing similar symptoms, tightness in your knees or stiffness in your calves, consider switching to red apples or other low-acid fruits. These alternatives are gentler on your digestive system, and joints offering a sweeter, less inflammatory snack that can still provide the benefits of fiber and antioxidants without the unwanted side effects. Your legs deserve the best care, and sometimes it's the small changes like swapping a fruit that can make a big difference in your daily comfort and mobility. So take a moment to reassess your choices. Start small with just one change and feel the improvement in your legs. After all, it's not just about eating healthy, it's about eating smart for a more comfortable, active life. 7. Mango, the sweetness that strains your joints. Mangoes, the sweet tropical fruit, are beloved by many, especially during the warm summer months. Their juicy flesh and vibrant colour make them a delightful treat. However, as delicious as they are, mangoes carry a hidden risk for seniors, especially those dealing with joint pain or circulatory issues. Packed with natural sugars, mangoes can cause a rapid rise in blood sugar levels. This sudden spike leads to increased insulin production, which over time can contribute to inflammation in the body, particularly in areas where circulation is already weaker, like the knees, hips, and ankles. For older adults, inflammation isn't just an inconvenience. It's a problem that can lead to discomfort, swelling, and stiffness in the joints. If you've ever experienced swollen feet, tightness in your legs, or a general feeling of heaviness after eating a mango, it's not a coincidence. The sugars in mangoes can trigger these symptoms, especially if consumed in large portions. The sugar isn't harmful in small amounts, but eating too many can overwhelm your body's ability to process it, leading to unwanted side effects like joint pain and reduced mobility. It's important to be mindful of how much you're consuming. You don't have to eliminate mangoes from your diet entirely, but it's a good idea to limit your intake, especially if you've noticed that your joints are feeling more painful or stiff than usual. Instead, consider replacing mangoes with lower sugar alternatives like papaya or berries. These fruits can provide similar sweetness and nourishment without the risk of spiking your blood sugar and aggravating your joints. Taking small steps like this can make a big difference in how you feel each day. If you've been noticing more discomfort in your legs or joints, reconsidering the fruits you eat might just be the simple change that helps you feel lighter and more mobile. So take a moment today to think about how your diet can support your long-term well-being, and try incorporating more joint-friendly fruits into your routine. Your legs and your future self will thank you for it. 8. Pears, the sweet option that can still cause trouble. Pears are a delicious, juicy fruit loved by many seniors for their sweet flavour and high fibre content. They're often seen as the perfect snack, refreshing, light, and easy to eat. For older adults, they can be a healthy choice, helping with digestion and providing essential vitamins. However, there's a hidden challenge that comes with pears, especially when eaten alone. While pears are packed with fibre, which is great for digestive health, they also contain natural sugars that can cause mild blood sugar spikes. Let's take the example of Mary, a 68-year-old retiree who enjoys a pear as part of her afternoon snack. At first, it seems like a healthy option. But over time, Mary begins to notice a gradual feeling of fatigue and heaviness in her legs. When she consults her doctor, she learns that the sugars in the pear, especially when eaten on their own, are causing her blood sugar to rise too quickly. This can result in fluctuations that leave her feeling sluggish, especially when combined with other factors like poor circulation or existing conditions such as diabetes. What's happening here is that when blood sugar levels spike, the body releases insulin to bring it back down, and this can lead to energy crashes. In seniors, this effect can be particularly pronounced, leading to tiredness, muscle fatigue, and even joint discomfort. So what can you do to prevent this? Instead of eating pears alone, try pairing them with a source of protein or healthy fats, like a handful of nuts or a slice of cheese. This combination helps slow down the sugar absorption, stabilizing blood sugar levels and reducing the risk of leg discomfort. It's a simple change that can make a world of difference, allowing you to enjoy your pear without the added fatigue. By being mindful of how we pair our foods, we can better support our bodies and continue enjoying the vibrant, active life we deserve. If you've noticed a similar issue with your legs after eating certain fruits, it might be time to rethink how you enjoy them. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going about what works best for your body. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips to help you live a healthier, more energized life. 9. Cherries. Sweet relief or hidden agony. Cherries are often praised for their anti-inflammatory benefits, making them a popular fruit for seniors looking to ease joint discomfort. Rich in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins. Cherries can help reduce swelling and inflammation, which is crucial for managing conditions like arthritis. The powerful antioxidants in cherries have been shown to help reduce oxidative stress, a major contributor to joint pain. Many believe that cherries are a healthy choice for soothing aching joints. And while they can be beneficial in moderation, there is another side to the story that you need to understand. When consumed in large quantities, cherries can actually cause more harm than good. Despite their health benefits, cherries contain significant amounts of natural sugars, including fructose, which can lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar. For older adults, these sugar spikes can trigger flare-ups in sensitive joints, particularly in those with conditions like gout or arthritis. The high sugar content can worsen inflammation over time, making your legs feel heavier and stiffer. This doesn't mean you have to avoid cherries altogether. They still have a place in a healthy diet when eaten in moderation. Pairing them with anti-inflammatory foods like turmeric or green leafy vegetables can help balance the sugar effect while enhancing the fruit's benefits. But if you've been feeling more discomfort in your legs or joints, it may be time to take a closer look at how much you're consuming. It's important to be aware of how certain foods, even those that seem healthy, can affect your body. If you've noticed increased stiffness or discomfort after eating cherries, consider moderating your intake and opting for better combinations. Listen to your body and take small steps toward better joint health, starting with thoughtful dietary choices. Let's make our health a priority, one small change at a time. 10 citrus fruits. Lemon lime, the unexpected culprit. As we grow older, we tend to appreciate the small things, like a refreshing glass of lemonade or a zesty lime squeeze on our salad. Citrus fruits, such as lemons and limes, are often seen as healthy choices loaded with vitamin C, which supports the immune system and boosts skin health. However, for seniors, there's an unexpected downside to these bright, tangy fruits that many don't realize. While lemon and lime are celebrated for their tangy freshness, they are highly acidic. This acidity can cause significant discomfort for those with sensitive digestive systems or joint issues. For people like James, a 72-year-old retiree enjoying a refreshing glass of lemon water every morning, began to lead to more discomfort than it was worth. James started noticing that his knees and hips were aching more, and he struggled with digestive issues after consuming too much citrus. The acid in lemons and limes can irritate the lining of the stomach, leading to acid reflux or indigestion. For those with conditions like arthritis, this acidity can worsen joint pain by increasing inflammation. Over time, this gradual increase in discomfort can make simple activities, like walking or even standing for extended periods, feel more challenging. It's important to recognize that the acid in citrus fruits, when consumed in large quantities, may not just affect your stomach, but can also aggravate knee stiffness, hip pain, or even contribute to feelings of heaviness in the legs. So while citrus fruits can be part of a healthy diet, moderation is key. If you're someone like James, who's been feeling more discomfort after your citrus fix, it might be time to reconsider how often you reach for them. Instead, try using lemon or lime sparingly as a flavor enhancer, adding just a small squeeze to a dish or drink rather than making it a daily habit. You don't have to completely cut out citrus, but be mindful of how they might be impacting your comfort. Let's take small steps to improve our daily routine and feel better as we age. As we age, our bodies react differently to the foods we eat, and some fruits, though generally healthy, can have a negative impact on our leg strength joints and overall mobility. The great news is that by making smarter fruit choices, you can improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and keep your legs strong and pain-free. Replacing fruits that hinder your health with those that support it, like berries, avocados, and pears paired with fiber, can make a huge difference. Even small adjustments in your diet can have a powerful impact on how you feel and move each day. It's important to remember that it's never too late to take charge of your health. Just by making a few thoughtful swaps, one fruit at a time, you can significantly improve your leg strength and well-being. Start today and you'll feel the difference as you take smarter steps toward a healthier, more active life. If this video has helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on staying strong, independent, and healthy. Your health is in your hands, and it's always the right time to make positive changes.